sir. Bad Speaker Podcast. Your boy Shad.
It's your boy G Downs.
Hey, man, if you're watching right now on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, man. Check in. Make sure smash that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at Bad Speakers Podcast. Instagram, Bad Speakers Podcast. We also playing around on TikTok, as y'all know, Bad Speakers Podcast, man. But look, we have a special guest in the building. Came through to bless the podcast. One of the freshest niggas in hip-hop history. I don't care what nobody say. Came onto the scene with a look that nobody ever seen before. Killed that whole summer. Look, man, if you don't know, we got Trinidad James.
Hey, Trinidad James in the building. How you doing,
What's
man?
up, gentlemen? How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, man.
Before we get started, let me ask you a question, man. Because I noticed this. Why you didn't bring us no dad socks?
We just started the podcast, nigga. Let me see if I like it first. They might be outside the car, nigga.
Okay. I just wanted to put that out there, man, because there's some dope socks. We're going to get into that a little bit later.
You, man.
But welcome to the show, man.
Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you for having me, man. Congratulations on what you guys are doing, man. Speaking to people, it's an important thing because our words hold power. So not only what I say, but also what you ask goes on your resume, because what you're doing is your job and what I'm saying is my career. So man, congrats on what you guys are doing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Gotcha, man. How are you mentally, man? You doing pretty good? Everything?
Yeah, man. I'm happy that I'm doing these type of conversations now, man. If this was maybe 2 months ago, I'd have been probably just not did it or whatever, because I wasn't in the right mental space. But now I feel really, really great, man. My team is getting stronger. Everything that matters to me, from a music, from a fashion, from a business standpoint, I have a really good clairvoyance on. So I just feel great about it, man.
That's good.
Up, man. Now, can we start from the beginning with you?
Let's get it.
I want to say you originally from Trinidad. Is that true?
Yeah, I was born in Trinidad and Tobago, Mount Hope Hospital, Port of Spain. But I have family kind of all over Trinidad. I left there when I was really, really young, man. I've lived a lot of places because my father, he's a Rolling Stone in his own right. But I've lived like in Canada and New York and Jacksonville, Florida, South Carolina. And then, the place that molded me is Atlanta, Georgia.
Now, you moved to Atlanta around when you was around middle school, if I'm not mistaken?
Elementary, man. I was supposed to do third grade, but my mom put me in second.
Man, to be honest with you, bro, I always thought you was from Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie, I just thought you just came up with a dope name as an artist, but I never knew you was from like Trinidad or Florida and these other different places. But so how was that transition coming to the ATL and, just mingling in with everybody?
I think that one thing about Atlanta is that because of Southern hospitality, especially I got to come to Atlanta when Southern hospitality really was at its thing.
Yeah, right.
So it's like people are very welcoming, but also at the same time, it's very tough. It's always been a wild city, so the things that allow me to really, really blend in with the culture was the hard times, getting joned on because I had an accent and I couldn't say between the word three and tree and, and like the just being, it made me witty, like the breakdowns between how people receive somebody that was like, if you're from the Caribbean, people are like, oh, you're African booty scratcher. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's just like how the mindset was back then. So like those things when you in elementary school, it's like, man, you're trying to clean this up quick. I got to get out of this. So like the first year, they told me up, I probably got not even bullied from the standpoint of like beat up bully, but just picked on because I had something that you could pick at. So after that year was done, I came back the next year and I just been in blaze mode ever since. It felt like I was like, oh, okay, I got this. I see what this is about. And so like, and I remember this girl, her name was like, it started with an L. I know her last name was Murphy.
Okay.
But I remember she just picked on me like every day. And, me coming from the islands at the time, and being sheltered from my parents, it was one of those things where I was like, man, I don't get this. I don't know what's going on. But then when I kind of realized, like, oh, this is just the culture. You know what I'm saying? People joning, talking crazy, blah, 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 or whatever. Man, I came back the next year and I made it my business to make her business.
You didn't think she just like you?
I mean, I just didn't understand the concept. I was
Gotcha,
so
yeah.
young in second grade. You know what I'm saying? It's second grade, and I'm not coming from America. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different. It's like people don't flirt like that in Trinidad per se.
So the mannerism kind of throwing
Yeah, I
you
was
off
like,
and
what?
stuff.
Like, you know, why do you hate me so much? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? You know?
So let me ask you something, man. I used to do a lot of shopping when, a couple years back. You used to work at Ginza, didn't you?
Correct. I ran that store for about 3.5 years, man, before I got into music.
Underground.
In the underground, right on top of the underground Atlanta. Yep, Ginza
I used to
Boutique.
go there all the time. Be like, and then when you blew up, I'm like, I was like, nah, that can't be him. Like, that can't be him.
Yeah, man.
I was like, what the hell, bro? Like, where do you get your fashion sense from?
I think from...
So you've always been like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, what's it called? From Atlanta. You know, Atlanta, and then just paying attention to like the way that fashion works with every human to me is that you see a lot of things, but the things that you choose to do is what molds you. And what I mean by that is like the same wild outfits that we see everybody wear, that don't make you want to wear it. You know what I'm saying? Even from back in the day, not even currently, but like things been wild ever since Little Richard, James Brown,
Facts.
Michael Jackson, Prince, Rick James, so on and so on and so on. You know what I'm saying? Even people who you might not even have big names like that. It was artists where like, Little Richard got certain looks from and styles from, you know what I'm saying? And what I would say to you, like the things that people turn away from are the things that make me get excited. So those are the things that I adapted to my fashion. So I've always just been trying things.
But that video, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, 'cause I remember that video, the All Go With Everything video. When that debuted, I remember it was on the top of World Star. I remember the day, like literally like the big video, like damn.
October 17th.
Yeah, I was like, damn, like when you know the big video on World Star, you like, it automatically makes you
it's
wanna
like,
watch it.
what do you got going on?
Like, who the hell is this? And bro, that outfit, bro, and it is not trying, no dick riding, nothing like that, but that outfit you had on with that black and white, with the panda
mask.
Man, bro, I was like, this nigga putting that shit on, bro. I don't know who this nigga is. I swear to God, I tell them that all the time. Like, bro, this nigga putting that shit on. When you had the Concord 11s.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm like, bro,
sir.
the Concord 11s, bro. And I was like, with the black and white socks, I remember that whole shit, man. I was like, I don't know who this is, but this nigga's finna go. Like, he finna blow up, bro. Like, you styled yourself from the jump?
Yeah, man. You know what? Obviously, I worked at Ginza. I just pulled stuff from the store and just wore it in the video.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand this. Like, even to this day now, I'm never like wearing clothes to impress anybody. This is just how my mind told me to do it. Because I'm looking at silhouettes and colors. I'm barely looking at brands. You know what I'm saying? Especially now these days because I'm older and I realize that like if these brands ain't supporting me, why am I supporting them?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Talk.
that. So now you was looking at me a decade ago, because this makes 10
But
years.
that shit still go today.
Yeah,
like,
nah,
the same outfit is go right now.
I mean, I
bro.
just did the parking lot concert, and shout out to Street Execs here in Atlanta, man. I just did the parking lot concert. I was like, you know what? I'm finna get him that thing or whatever. So I mean, it wasn't the same. I do still have the same exact leopard print shirt, because I got it from the store. It was a brand called Joy Rich. But I wore like a Comme des Garçons leopard print shirt because it fit better.
Gotcha.
I Bottega red pants or whatever, but the same leopard with the red or whatever. And I was like, man, this thing still crushing all these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once again, it's so crazy. But I'm gonna be honest with you. That same polarizing, shocking effect that you got when you saw that big box at the top of World Star, when I was on stage at the parking lot concert, once again, shout out to Street Execs, man, for just the opportunity to do it, was that same look that people gave me when I came out or whatever, like, what is that? At first, when I was 10 years ago, when I was younger and just didn't know anybody, I was like, damn, man, these niggas don't fuck with me. Or whatever. But that's not the case. It was just like, bro, if you ain't never seen nothing like that, you got to look at it before you can even bob with it or really rock with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it looks like a gimmick. It looks like a costume.
Right.
You know, to somebody who don't know fashion.
Right.
Just, you know what I'm saying? We in the A.
Yeah.
So you got to understand, like, I came up with a fashionable group of gentlemen, individuals in the A where we were always either two sides of like, oh, them niggas gay, or can we take your picture? Can we take your picture?
Right.
Before I ever even touched the mic. So my fashion and style choices were always something that kind of made people interested or intrigued.
Now, for the ignorant people out there who just try to compare you to Jerome or Martin, how did that make you feel? Like based on like, where did you get the all gold look from? Does that come from like your heritage or background, or was that something that Trinidad James just created himself?
Well, to be honest with you, I had no hair and makeup at the video and nothing like that. That's just how I looked at that time. I had wild hair. I made a pact with myself that I wasn't going to cut my hair until I did something that mattered in music. And so that's why my hair looked wild. I whatever, once again, I got the outfit from Ginza. So I'm saving money. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, oh, let me spice it up. Versace loafers.
Right.
Because I'm a sneaker person, so I wanted to give you both sides of the spectrum. I can go Versace loafer and this designer world because I was like, oh, that's what these rappers is on. They want to go designer. Well, I'm going to go designer in a way that they ain't came. And then the sneakers is just my background. Sneakers in my blood. So I'm going to go Concords. That's one of my favorite Jordans. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And then the mask thing, that was a brand called Neff. Once again, we sold that at the store. All that stuff.
Neff. That was Neff.
That was Neff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was Neff. You know what I'm saying?
I looked for that mask for 2 years, bro.
That was
I
Neff,
swear
bro.
to God. I looked for that mask for 2 years, bro.
That was Neff, bro.
Scully, bro. I was looking for that shit so long, bro.
Even talking to you and those type of having this conversation right now, you know, it allows me, bro, just to be like, man, it's so many things that I could have done. Like I should have made merch with that mask. And, you know what I'm saying? But once again, when you're just doing you're not thinking about marketing because I would have wore those same exact things to come to work.
Exactly. You consider yourself like a trendsetter? Because I like with your fashion, watching you come up, I see a lot of artists today like Thug and a few more artists. You ain't got to name everybody, but they kind of like use your unique type style.
I think that anybody that came after me coming out of Atlanta, Georgia, I had something to do with your fashion. So now and this being my 10th year, I consider myself in at least the top 3 trendsetters coming out of this city to do it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's one of those types, because it's like, you know, you could think differently, but you see a lot of people don't consider that the people that style you look at my style. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if you didn't look at my style, your stylist looked at my style, so it's still my style.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, I realized that with a lot of people, that I was like, their stylist, like even shout out to my boy Ronaldo Nehemiah. He's a very famous stylist from here in Atlanta. Has done everybody from Usher to you name it. Even Thug also, you know, he styled as far as him styling. You know, he was the one that was kind of even letting me know. He was like, man, them stylists is asking me, what are you wearing this time? What are you going to wear this time? You know what I'm saying? Because they want to make sure that they artists who they've been working with, because I had never worked with a stylist before. Like, I was a stylist before I did music.
Oh, wow.
So I ran that store, and I became a stylist working in that store. So, I, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was helping out. And like, I've known Travis Porter before I did music. You know what I'm saying? DJ Scream, DJ Holiday, Spins, you know what I'm saying?
So that kind of helped you.
Yeah, it was like that was people who, and I never told him I did music. When I decided to do music, I never told him that I was doing music. Or whatever, I just, I don't even think none of the famous people that I was helping with clothes and stuff like that, I even gave my music when I had the mixtapes pressed up. I was just putting them inside of the shopping bags of the customers, because in my mind, I got into music to give myself a better opportunity to take care of my family. I wanted to own my own sneaker store. And I realized the person who I was working for, he wasn't going to allow me to do that. So I had to figure it out. And I was like, well, what can I do? And I was like, well, I got a story to tell. I love music. I'm putting people on all these other artists in the store who come, people coming in like, who's this? Who's this? You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I had the right mindset with music or whatever, but I needed to tell my story.
I got a 2-part question. And it's on some sneaker shit.
Okay.
Did you really camp out for the Galaxy Phone Posits?
Yes. 5 days.
5 days.
5 days.
Damn.
You camped out 5 days for the Galaxy.
Well, you got to think about it. Walters is right there by Ginza.
Facts.
So I would go do a little shift, come and do the nighttime, spend the night, come back in the morning, do a little shift, or whatever. Then I had a couple of days off, or whatever. So that allowed me to dedicate. But I never went to the south side where I was staying at the time.
Wow.
So I stayed out there the 5 days.
So you got them retail.
Got them retail. Didn't get my size. I had to trade.
Oh, okay. 2, if you had to put a round number on it, how many pairs of sneakers do you got?
If I'm gonna put a number today, I would just say 1,000. Let's just say 1,000 pairs of sneakers. Just sneakers. Just sneakers. Not designer shoes, not boots.
Shoes, all that, probably 20,000,
You know what I'm saying?
30,000.
It was just sneakers because I've gave away a lot. I've lost a couple things, but I've gave away a lot.
Also, I see you have your collab with Saucony.
Yes.
How did that come about?
So in 2018, I posted a picture of Saucony just put it out there because I work with the brand, so I gotta.
So it's
hold
called Saucony.
It's Saucony. I gotta hold it.
Niggas be
But we from the A, so boom, boom, I get it.
Yeah.
But each one teach one type.
Yeah.
But you know the vibes.
Okay, Saucony.
Saucony. In 2018. I wore a pair of Sauconys, and I'll be doing the thing on. Well, if you ever pay attention to my gram, I do a thing. I do like a wraparound thing with the sneakers I'm wearing and the socks. So I had a pair of Sauconys on. They were purple with a yellow Saucony sign, and just it was chill to me because I've been rocking Sauconys since I came to America as an immigrant. That was some of the first shoes my parents ever bought for me because they were affordable. Right. You know what I'm saying? My parents didn't believe in buying nice things or spending a lot of money on clothes, shoes, none of those type of things. So when I wore the Sauconys and did my wraparound video, I saw Saucony commented under the post. At the time, I don't know what it was or if I was having the conversations of entrepreneurship or shooting your shot. I don't know what it was. But I said, hey, man, I went straight to their DMs like, hey, what's up, guys? How whatever. Hey, thank you for the love, but we should do something.
Right.
And they was like, what? You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, what you mean? How whatever. And I was like, man, I think that would be really cool if we did a collaboration on something with sneakers. And so, they still was unsure, but it was like, yo, why don't you come to the office? Whatever. So I came down to their office. It was in New York at the time. Had a meeting with a couple people there. This guy's name is Jason Faustino. I could pronounce his last name wrong, but my boy Jason. And a couple other people. I think my girl Alyssa, she was in there. But I had a conversation with them, and I was like, yo, I think that we have a really good synergy here because, once again, I come from this clothes stuff. Right. So I know what good brands got to have a story. There got to be things there. You can't just be like, oh, I'm famous. Give me something. People do that all the time, and that's why it sucks. Right. Or it don't last, or it's momentary. Whatever. I wanted something that was going to really last past me. You know what I'm saying? That was my mindset going into this. That's why it took me almost 10 years to even get to the place of doing the brand. So anyways, long story short, planted that seed in 2018. Went and had the meeting with him, and I didn't have a shoe. I had the idea. Whatever. So he was like, he was giving me the breakdown of what that company was about. Like it's not just us. We are mom and pops. We're not like Nike and Adidas. It's just like super, super corporate and Fortune 500 like that. You know what I'm saying? We're more mom and pop. So I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Whatever. So they're more intimate, more boutique with it, which is cool. More hands-on, more boutique, which is cool because I come from working in a boutique. Right. So I know what boutique life is all about. We were mom and pop right there against it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not one like we was Foot Locker or none of those type of places or DTLR per se.
In-house.
Yeah.
Come on, the vibes. So boom, time went about or whatever, and on and off I would talk with the guy who I met, Jason. Boom, I'm working with Complex doing the full size run sneaker show. Complex Con comes around. I do my first booth for one of my singles, my album that was going to come out in 2020. So 2019, I did a booth for I did like this nail shop type thing because in the video for the song called Ugly, anybody listen to this, go watch the video. It's very, very inspirational, trust me. But in that video, I have a particular part where I'm getting my nails done in a jail cell. And so I recreated that with my girl at Complex Con for the video, for promo, because once again, I know I'm getting the album come out in 2020. Let me get people acclimated with the music, blah, blah, blah. The people from Saucony, they came I invited them to it, got them tickets to Complex Con, they had never been, or whatever. So it was a great experience. And, we got a little bit cooler there.
And they seeing the culture.
They see the culture. They see what I am to the culture, you know what I'm saying? Because at Complex Con, if you know anything about me, I kind of move around there like Jaffe Joe or whatever, because it's like, I'm personable, and I come from this shit. I'm not a celebrity nigga that treat niggas like a celebrity. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like I treat you with respect because I demand the same respect, and I know how to talk. I'm a communicator type situation. So anyways, after that, we didn't speak anymore. And I got busy. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm working on my rollout for my album. That album was called Black Filter. So I started the year off. I went to Men's Fashion Week in Paris. I left Paris and went to do music in Portugal. I left Portugal, came back to America right quick, then went to Trinidad for Carnival. I was on the move, whatever. And then, bam, the pandemic happened, right? Shut me all the way down, put me in a crazy headspace because I was like, bro, I just did so much work independently. When you're a real independent artist, bro, when you really put in that work and it ain't no facade for the Instagram, and I'm going in the meetings and I don't have no manager and nothing like that. I'm the one that got to have this meeting with MTV to pull off me doing Nick Cannon show and this and that. And nobody.
You're doing it by yourself.
I'm doing it by myself, dog. You know what I'm saying? And so like all the things that I had to do to get all the things that people see, how whatever, is like, that's me representing me. I do have like my buddy who helps me out on contracts because I don't understand every contract. But as far as the meetings and the conversations and the plays, I'm doing that myself. So I did all that. All 2019, I'm crushing it. We in the Uncut Gems movie. You know what I'm saying? All that is happening through, you know what I'm saying? All that is happening through what I've done and what I'm doing. So for the pandemic to come and just shut me down like that, bro, that put me in a crazy headspace. I could have killed myself because it was just unfair. I'm not a person that believe in blaming anybody else. This is me and God having a problem here. This is because it's like, it feels personal. It's happening to everybody. But for the work that I put in, I knew that this did not feel right. So I was in a weird space because first of all, we in lockdown or whatever. So I'm in my studio condo in Miami or whatever, because I was like, well, where would I want to stay? Do I want to stay in Atlanta? I want to stay in LA, New York. I could stay in all these places or whatever. But I was just like, you know what? I got my studio inside this condo. Worst come to worst or whatever, I write music for people. I'll be able to record. So at bare minimum, I can make, because it's not about the money I've saved or the money I've made. It's about the money I'm trying to make or the new things, you know what I'm saying?
The next hustle.
The next hustle or whatever, boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? I never put that out there that I'm just this rich person walking around, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I've done well for myself, very well, or whatever, but bro, you got to keep coming with this thing or else you spend everything, you'll never be able to save nothing, really, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't believe in just sitting up and that's it, or whatever. Like, I still believe that I have so much more to offer to the world, to entertainment, to music, to the young ones, to the older ones, on so many different facets of the game. Anyways, I give you all that backstory to say, boom, when the pandemic hit me, it threw me off. It put me in a depressed state. I'm by myself in a depressed state, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this, because it's unfair. And then I kind of just decided to kind of get out of my own feelings and get out of my own way. I don't know what caused it. Maybe dealing with my boy Jose, who over here playing the game with them, because I wasn't a big game player, but I bought a PS5, so I'm playing Call of Duty with them. And so, like, because they at their spot, I'm in my spot, so we on the headset, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just getting out my vibe, talking music and all those type of things, or whatever. And it's helping me get out. I'm watching hella shows, because anytime I get really, really depressed, I go watch a lot of Netflix, a lot of HBO. Just I love movies and I love shows because it allowed me to reflect on my life and not think about my current life. However, that's what it does for me. So I do that to kind of just like, kind of mind trick myself to get out of this depressed state. And so, because it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it got me in a chokehold.
In that battle during the pandemic that you know, like I said, you was having with God, did it ever occur to you like, well, maybe God trying to tell you something like, even though you don't put in all this work, this may not be the time. I have another time for you.
And to continue off what you're saying, that's the conversation and the prayer that I had with myself. I was praying every day, like 4 times a day. Not even on a Muslim type thing, no disrespect, but just like continuously, like, just give me something. Yeah. Like, give me something. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I have just worked the work of all work when it comes to being an independent artist to pull off these plays. And this has happened to me. So God, let me know what's up. And, you know, once again, I just decided one day to kind of get out of my own way, own feelings. And when that decision really happened, you could say it, but that subconscious feeling got to match the way your spirit is feeling and what it really is. That's when because you could talk all day like, I'm good. But your spirit know you're not good. Your subconscious know you're not good. Your spirit, subconscious, and actual main thought have to be on the same accord for the real action to happen. So when that truly clicked, boom, I got a call from Jason Saucony. I was like, hey, what's up, man? Boom, boom, boom. He's like, hey, how you doing, man? How you feeling? I know it's been a minute or whatever. Because mind you, I didn't see him since November when we did CompassCon 2019.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? The pandemic made it feel like,
forever.
You know what I'm saying? It was
yeah.
crazy. So boom, he hit me. And he was like, hey, man, hope all has been well. You know, you're still interested in doing a sneaker or whatever. And I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, man, you know, when you met me, I was doing this. He was this particular position. But now I'm the head of collabs.
Oh, wow.
And I want to do collabs with people that are really doing things in the community and the culture or whatever, because the whole time, what I didn't know, he had been paying attention to everything that I was doing or whatever, not just when he came to CompassCon. Because I met him in 2018. CompassCon is not till November of 2019.
Right.
So that whole January to October coming into November,
He paying attention.
you know what I'm saying? He's paying attention to my charities that I do and this, that, or whatever. So he really see what I'm about. And he gave me the opportunity to do it. I didn't have a sneaker at the time either when he hit me then. But I got with my girl. I hit her up and I was like, yo, this is what it is. Boom, 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 boom. And we got to designing. And boom, came out with my first sneaker.
Your own design?
You know what I'm saying? Boom, we used their Jazz 81. It was the 40th year of the Jazz. And this was the sneaker that I started with when I first came to America as an immigrant. So it felt like full circle, like to come as an immigrant, be rocking these shoes when you don't have that much money, and now to be who I am, Trinidad James,
With them.
and then with them and creating my own sneaker, me being the sneaker person. Come on, bro.
Now, with the deal, do you still get to wear what you want to wear for all the other sneakers?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you look at the show, I don't wear Sauconys every episode.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, to do business with me, you got to let me be me, because I can't help but be me.
Yeah. Let's get into, okay, so you went from Ginza. You was also designing people. Now, how did you go from there to getting signed with TIG? How did that happen?
So I'm at Ginza, and if you know, next to Ginza was what's the sneaker store? What's the sneaker store? It was like Detail Athlete's Foot, but it was called Fame.
On the left side,
To the left. So if Ginza is here, like it's a big shoe store right there. It's called Fame, Athlete's Foot. I think Isom owns it or whatever. My boy Jason Ross, he worked there, and. He worked at Athlete's Foot. I think it was 2 sneaker stores on the same strip, if I'm not mistaken. It was the big sneaker store, then it was a little Athlete's Foot. On the underground, I think it was 2 sneaker stores at one point in time.
Yeah.
And so, anywho's, he worked there, and when I was doing my music, we hit it off because obviously we neighbors on the, strip, store neighbors, or whatever. I'm running the boutique. He's running the shoe store. He got people, he'll send them down there, like, oh, go get some snapbacks from my boy. Or whatever, oh, go get some sneakers from my boy. You know what I'm saying? So that was our synergy there. Then he a big basketball person. I'm a big basketball person. So we was hooping all the time. When I was down on hard times and couldn't figure it out, because I didn't have my green card and things yet, or whatever, like I had to have this job or whatever, but the commute to go back to the south side and come down to the underground was kind of killing me. So they let me sleep on their floor or their couch or whatever, because they had a house on the west side, him and his brother.
Wow, okay.
And so I'll be over there, you know what I'm saying, boom, 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 and we just got really, really cool. I said that to say he was taking me to the studio when I found the studio to do my recordings. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I give him a little gas money to take me to the studio, because the commute on the bus, I would have got there. I was martyred for a long time. I didn't get my license till I was like 24.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I got into music is when I got my first car and all that.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
So you was fresh before you got a car.
You know what I'm saying? I was martyred, man. I was martyred, man. You know what I'm saying? Like martyred for life, baby. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to do a collab with Marty. You know? So I say that to say, through him, he knew Fly, who owned TIG, and he was like, this my boy. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. He run the store over there because they had Fly Kicks over there off Peter Street or whatever street it is over there. I think it's Peter Street. Yeah. And so, I did kind of like how we did with everybody, but which is like, we printed up the CDs. We had the gold CDRs, or whatever, or got my CDs made and they were gold. Shout out to my boy, damn, I can't think of his name right now, but he pressed up my first CDs. Simo, my boy Simo.
And that's where it fly.
See, and boom, boom, Simo printed up my CDs, and I gave Fly a CD or whatever, like, check it out. You know what I'm saying? And then Jason, my boy who worked at Athlete's Foot, you know, he put a good word in there for me. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you
man,
already know him.
boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? And then that's how it kind of just led to how whatever, like, it started having a buzz because I was cool with the stores and the store people. So shout out to my boy Kumite and Sean who ran Walters.
Kumite, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all those guys over there, Chris, you know, Ed, all those guys, you know what I'm saying? Those guys, like, they let me put my CDs on the desk, at the front desk of their place or whatever. So, you know, Rick Ross will come in there like, who is this? Oh, that's my boy Trinidad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my boy right there. He right there this thing.
You got a cover on at that time?
And when I finally put the cover on there, that's what really started making people like, bro, who is this?
Was that the Don't Be Safe cover?
Yeah, the Don't Be Safe cover.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, because that was the first project. That was my first project, first recordings, how whatever. So, boom.
The cover was classic, though.
Oh, man, look. And shout out to Atlanta native Corey Davis, who shot that cover for me, who saw me in MJQ. The club over there,
that
downtown.
Underground club.
You know what I'm saying?
MJQ,
He saw me in there with that same suit on. It was like, man, why you so fresh all the time, man? Man, we got to shoot something. And I got wasted that night or whatever. Woke up or whatever, like, damn, that nigga want to shoot or whatever. I was like, well, man, I'm gonna just take the shirt off or whatever, and end up shooting the cover with just the suit jacket with no shirt on, with the condom in the pocket because I had the condom in my pocket. I was like, well, let me put it here. You know what I'm saying? I just always do because once again, I'm a stylist, so I'm gonna always look at things with like I love accessories. So like accessories is what make an outfit pop. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to do. That's why I did socks first before I even launched the brand or the sneakers. I was like, let me do my appetizer. It's the pandemic. Let me do the socks first with the dad socks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? To see if people will even buy something from me. It's the pandemic. People shopping, but will they shop with me? Because I ain't sold nothing in a minute. And, you know, it ended up being a hit. Shout out to my boy Kyle, the knitter, who I do it with. We like one of the only black-owned factories in Atlanta. We make the socks here in America. So, in Atlanta. Atlanta made. So, it's a blessing.
Do you think that your look, when All Gold Everything came out, because I think it was like a couple of things. The song was different from everything that was out, how it sounded, to your look, as far as your fashion sense. And bro, you had probably the saying of the summer, like, or whatever it was, winter, whatever the fuck it was. Pop the Molly, I'm sweating.
Right.
Like, all of it seemed like everything just came together at the right time. What do you think more contributed to it for it to blow up the way it did?
Well, the things you said, those three things, I mean, you know, it's talent meets product meets timing is what equals success in this game. You know what I'm saying? Show me different. If anybody thinks different, show me different. You got to have the talent first. Your product got to be on point. How whatever, and then the rest of it is timing, and it's not your timing. We already know it's God's timing. You know what I'm saying? It's not because people will drop the best product at the wrong time and go over deaf ears. Hence my project Black Filter. Hence a lot of people's albums where it's like, damn, this shit tight. We missed it. T.I.'s first album, I'm Serious. How whatever. That album didn't go crazy when he first dropped it, but when he dropped trap music, I'm Serious went platinum.
Timing.
You the timing. You know what I'm saying? Was he a bad artist then? Hell no. He had Pharrell production, Wyclef on that thing. You know what I'm saying? The nigga's hard.
So you had a plan for this, or it just organically just happened?
Referring to which part?
You establishing yourself as an artist and coming out.
Well, yes, I definitely. I was doing a group thing with some gentlemen who, before we was doing the group thing, I was styling them and helping them with their art. You know, musically. You know, from a fashion standpoint, I ran the store, so it's like, I got clothes for you. You know what I'm saying? They was recording at the crib. To me, those recordings, they were hustling backwards. I found them a studio to record in. You know what I'm saying? And me recording my first song came from them being late to the studio session that I booked for them. And I was like, man, I'm finna use this time.
Right.
And just did a song or whatever. And then by the time they got there, I was finished with the song. And the engineer, shout out to my boy Fly, not that Fly you think about, but another Fly. He was like, oh, you know, you recorded the song and he played it for them or whatever. And it's like, oh, this is hard. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that was like that small subconscious confidence that they put in the back of my head, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I'm here focused on y'all, because I'm in the streets. I'm running the store, or whatever. I'm hustling on the side. I'm selling sneakers, you know what I'm saying? I'm all over the place with it, or whatever. But, you know, I'm a stylist at heart, so I'm a servant.
At what point did you knew you made it though? Like, all right, I got some shit going. Let me go on and really turn up on these folks.
I think I knew I made it 2 times. First time is Jay-Z, Beyoncé, Andre 3000.
Okay.
Though I'm not sure when that went down, but I think it's Jay-Z and Beyonce giving me the confirmation that like I performed at Live in Miami, the club.
I know that's, yeah.
And from what I knew at the time, mind you, this is a decade ago, I was the first person to perform on the DJ booth. Or whatever at the time. Now everybody performs.
Yeah, up there at the top. Yeah,
because people be thinking like, no, they have a big stage area. That's a section actually that look like a stage that most celebrities perform at, and then it's the actual DJ booth or whatever, which is 2 separate sides of the thing. From at the time, nobody was performing on that, but I was wild. So I was like, I want to stand. I was climbing shit, hanging from shit. Dude, I'm a wild nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm energy. I'm that. I'm bringing that energy to the game. So I was like, I want to perform there.
Yeah.
And so when you got the hottest song in the country, niggas let you do what you want. So boom, I perform on top of the DJ booth, do my thing. It's flooded with people. Jay-Z and Beyonce in the house, or Jay-Z's in the house.
When you there.
When I'm there. Jay-Z's in the house or whatever, so I'm performing on the thing for Jay-Z because he my favorite artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I'm finished performing, right when I'm done, my same stylist homie, the only stylist I ever had, Ronaldo, Nehemiah, he was like, hey, Jay want to meet you. Or whatever. As soon as I'm finished performing, so we get off of the stage or the thing, and we going through the crowd. I'm following him. Or whatever. In my mind, I'm like, what the hell, dog? Like what? You know what I'm saying? You know, I was like, oh, I'm fresh as hell, so cool. Once I'm fresh as hell, I don't really care because it's like, can't no nigga touch me. And fashion means so much to these niggas because I know this. I've been dealing with these artists for so long before I got in. I know how much they look matter to them. So when a nigga fresh, they can't come at him crazy. We ain't in the booth. It ain't like I'm trying to out-rap you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We talking about just looks, style, and everything. It's like, bro, I'm painting these niggas. So I was like, it don't matter who it is or whatever. Like, once I'm fresh, you can't fuck with me, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I had that in my mind, like, okay, I'm fresh. Come on. So we get over there, bro. We get to the section or whatever. We get over there, and it's literally Jay-Z. In the biggest section ever. It's bigger. It's like 10 of these or whatever. He's standing there by himself.
Just by himself.
Just by himself, dog. You know what I'm saying? It made it seem like there was a bunch of people up there, but they were just pushed to the front away from him. Or whatever. He's up there by himself or whatever. So we got to walk through it's a little crowd of security there, boom, boom. Look, his people, small entourage. So we walk on the couches over to him, and Ronaldo was like, go ahead. I was like, oh, you just gonna leave me? All right, man, come on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I go over there, man. And, you know, he's like, hey, man, what's up, man? Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? In his cool voice. He's just always cool. I was like, I thought I was the coolest nigga in my mind. Or whatever. I was like, no, I'm not cooler than him. Or whatever. Just like temperament. Like my temperament is so cool that people was like, damn, I didn't expect this nigga to be so cool. Or whatever. That was the first time I'd ever met somebody that was like temperament that was cooler than mine. Or whatever, referring to Jay-Z. Or whatever. And I was like, damn, this is cool because I like this person so much. Musically, but business-wise. Or just the way that he does both. He a hustler, because I came over here as an immigrant to America, so I've been hustling for a long damn time before this music shit ever put some money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like Atlanta, I was cool in Atlanta because of running the store and drip. Before music, some music didn't make me cool, so it was like, I already knew what it was to be cool. I wasn't dependent on music to make me cool. I was dependent on music to help me open my own store, take care of my mama. You know what I'm saying? So boom, Jay, I give you that, sir, because Jay was like, you know, boom, hey man, boom, 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 loving what you're doing, man, good performance, blah, 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 blah. And then it was kind of brief. And I was like, man, thank you, boom, boom, boom. It's loud, it's the club. I hate talking to niggas in the club. I don't care if it's Jay-Z. I hate talking to niggas in the club. It's too loud, nigga, I can't hear you. Like, I like I'm a communicator, but if I can't hear you, I can't say the right words. So I couldn't wait to get away from him respectfully. Or whatever, because nigga, what, you want me to yell at you? Then I spit on your lip or something? So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some weird shit happened there. I'm like, I'm the nigga that spit on whole lip. He hate me for life. I can't sign the Rock Nation or some shit. You know, and so I'm walking away. And then Ronaldo was like, hey, turn around. They calling me back over. On my mama's soul, dog. Jay-Z is right here. I'm walking back or whatever. Beyonce just comes out of nowhere. Out of the wall, bro. Out of the wall, dog. Beyonce just come out of the wall, bro. I was like, what the hell? And she was like, we love what you do. Keep doing it. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? Basically, shook my hand. And he seconded that notion with her.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? She's like, stay creative. And I was just like, thank you. Or whatever, because Jay-Z, man to man, I'm cool with men. You know what I'm saying? But it's Beyonce, dog. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it's his wife, dog. So it's like respect first. And then second, at this point in time in my career, bro, Beyonce is in my top 5. Like, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I care so much about performance-based art that is like, she my number 1 favorite performer out of everybody, man and woman. So for me, it's like, bro, don't ask me my thing. It's like Beyonce, number 1, because I was like performers. Anyways, I said it to say, boom, that was that. So that was that confirmation. And then when I was working on my album, I was like, man, ain't nobody getting me. It's complicated. Def Jam ain't getting me. T.I.G. It's
They don't know what to do with you.
They don't know what to do with me. You know what I'm saying? All go everything is all go everything. But it's like, I'm more than that. I'm trying. I got things with Lenny Kravitz. I got things, but people ain't getting that. I'm like, damn. Okay. Females Welcome, the other single on there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Had the EDM flip. Niggas hadn't did that. Niggas came after me and did that and got the credit for it. But they hadn't did that coming out of the South or whatever. A Southern nigga doing that flip.
Right,
Come on, you know what I'm saying? After me, it was Rocky and Skrillex. You know what I'm saying? And then that went crazy. Wild for the
Walker
Night.
got into it and
Boom, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I did that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my engineer, Jay Patron, or whatever, for pitching me the idea, because that was supposed to be a feature from an artist named Grip Pliers who passed away, RP Grip. He was from Atlanta, underground scene or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That, he was supposed to have a second verse, but he stood me up at the studio.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I got to finish this project because I got, the deadline now or whatever. And so my boy was like, you ever messed with the EDM stuff, whatever, we kind of could do something in there or whatever. And I was like, well, let me hear some stuff. And he had played me the sample, boom, boom. And I was like, let's do this. Bam, bam, bam. And recorded after that, over that, and set the tone there. Anyways, moving forward, people didn't get me or whatever. And I was like, who would get me? My favorite artist, Andre 3000. Oh, how do I get in touch with Andre 3000? Well, luckily, Erykah Badu had liked my music, or whatever. So I hit her up on Twitter because we had been talking, or whatever, because she had reached out first, like, man, you tight, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Showing me love, singing my songs and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, I know this might be a little crazy, or whatever, but like people ain't really getting where I'm coming from. She's so gangster, dog. Ain't nobody. Erykah Badu is the most gangster, way more gangster than these niggas. Because when it came to telling me real shit, if you're not 2 Chainz, ain't nobody never said no real shit to me the way that she did. She was the one that kept telling me to go even harder on niggas or whatever. And I was just like, nah, she's a gangster. Anyways, boom, I asked her about basically connecting me with Andre because he the only person that's gonna get it and I'm trying to do my album. She was like, Drake kind of hard to get or whatever, but
everybody say that.
You know what I'm saying? But here goes his number. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because she rocked with me hard, bro. She rocked with me hard. Like anytime I was going through something, I could hear her up and she'd have my side. And fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because she knew where my heart was coming from, where my spirit was coming from. Because she knew just where I'm coming from. She an artist. She a mother. You know what I'm saying? She a mother to artists. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at even her relationships, she's like a mother. Like she has a taste. She gets art and men.
That makes sense though.
You know what I'm saying? So she just understood me. I was like a young whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm calling Andre. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, like I'm coming out the streets, bro. I'm coming out of Ginza, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? I'm calling Andre, bro. Come on, bro. It's Andre 3 Steps, bro.
I know what that means.
Come on, bro.
I know what that means.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm coming off, I think, shooting the Southside video with Big Boy pulling up to the video for just a cameo. He ain't even got a feature. He just pulled up. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas don't know what it means to me, nigga. I'm from this city, nigga. What's up? I'm an immigrant, nigga. What's up? You see what I'm saying? It's different for me. I ain't, it's different. So, boom, he answered. I'm like, damn, this nigga answered. All right, we here. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I was just like real with him because I just don't believe in lying when it comes to art. I was like, hey, man, these people not getting me. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on my first album. I want it to be right. You know, if you can help me and executive produce it, boom, 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 I would really appreciate it. Boom, boom, boom. You know, I was kind of talking in circles because I was just like, bro, I'm talking Andre 3000, and I don't know how to fully talk music talk. I'm new to this shit.
But you're trying to
you
make
know
it,
what I'm saying? Like, boom, boom. And, you know, he was like, when I was telling like, man, I'm Trinidad James, boom, boom. Because even when I told Erykah that that I was like, you know, he might not know who I am, whatever, but you know, but she was like, I put him on to you. You know what I'm saying? How whatever, and it makes sense because, bro, if you know her, then, bro, yes, bro, she is the truth, bro. Yeah. She be outside. Yeah. She be tapped in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's a real one, bro. She ain't in a cocoon, bro. Yeah. You know, and he was like, man, you know, I ain't touched the instrument in 20 years. In my mind, I'm like, this nigga's amazing. I was like, this nigga has just literally been doing whatever the hell he want to do.
Chilling.
And, you know, leaving music alone because he did something that is actually truly incredible. You know, he is an enigma. He is special. He did make an album that's diamond, one of the first diamond albums in rap. You know what I'm saying? And The Love Below is amazing. If you know what I'm saying?
Now looking back on it,
boom, you know.
like, wow.
So getting that confirmation from him, and then he came to my studio. I had this trap house studio on Metropolitan or whatever. And he came to our session and hung out with us with his son, pulled up in an old school green Range Rover, Land Rover, or whatever, with his son. Son still had braces. I think he got rid of the braces. Now he done graduated and stuff. Boom, boom, boom. He came, hung out with us, listened, left us some guitar riffs. He gave us words of wisdom. And so to answer your question, I gave you the long-winded part of it. But you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, Beyoncé, Andre 3000 allowed me to know that, hey, bro, you are something. You are something.
Now, okay, so in hindsight, I remember you had an issue, well, not an issue, but you kind of felt a certain type of way about how T.I., how you and him interacted when y'all met. Was that because of you had such a great interaction with Andre and you like, damn, this nigga so humble and down to earth, and he ain't acting like that when you met T.I.? I don't know which one you met first. When you met T.I., you was kind of like, bro, why is you acting like this? Was that kind of...
Well, I had it was the in-between. You see, I went from Jay-Z, Beyonce, T.I., Andre.
Oh,
so it's like, bro, I can't come off of Jay-Z and Beyonce and they giving me all this respect, and then you come at me like this in my session, and I'm a fan. What always has thrown me off that's led to things going viral or coming off as beef is I be so thrown off because I'm a fan of these niggas. Because I'm not coming from like, oh, I'm finna be a rapper and I'm finna be number one and I'm finna have the biggest record. No, I'm coming as an immigrant out of the streets that, you know, is trying to take care of his parents and, you know what I'm saying, trying to take care of himself, and I love shoes and I'm a real fan of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got all the CDs. Trap Music 24s is the best song on God's earth.
Is that the reason why they say you shouldn't meet your idols?
Yeah, that's probably what it was. That's probably definitely that. You know what I'm saying? But also at the same time, and I've talked about this on other things, where that was needed though. Because everybody ain't gonna be, hey man, you're so cool, you're so nice. It's like, nah, some niggas in this rap game are stiff. Real stiff. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't that they hate you. It's just like, bro, they not finna make it easy for them to like you.
Is Hollywood like that just all the way around? Not with just rappers, just
like
artists.
Life is like that, though. Yeah. Life in general is like that. Like you could be the best person and the realest nigga on this planet Earth or whatever. It's gonna be some people that just stiff. Some parents are just stiff.
That's true though.
Some parents are just stiff.
That's true though.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody ain't gonna be the cool parent. You a good kid, you this, that. No, some people parents strict as shit all the time.
That's true.
No business, no game plan.
Going a little bit forward after the T.I. situation and Andre, I don't know if this was around the same time. I know All Go Everything remix came out. in hindsight, bro, I just want to know: do you wish you would have rapped on that?
Never, because I what to call it so crazy. I was talking to my boy Jay Patron, who was my first engineer who recorded. I recorded everything in his closet at his studio. I was like, "Do you still got that verse I did? I did a verse.
You did?
I did a verse.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I did a verse, but I'm a feeling type of person, and I don't even know if I had everybody's verse yet for the remix, but I had enough. I had Jeezy's verse.
Did they reach out to you, or you reached out to them?
It was that was kind of more of a TIG thing, or whatever, to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Like the remix is one of those things that the old me, it would trigger trauma because it wasn't on my terms. Or whatever, like in my mind, I wasn't thinking about doing a remix to my song. First of all, for what? I got the #1 song in the country. It's amazing. I'm lit. I'm original. Nothing sounds like it. All these niggas are trying to do things like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't they do a remix?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And
They want to make it bigger.
You know what I'm saying? They want, of course, business. Yeah. I'm not. I don't understand the business yet. So I'm thinking just like, bro, I'm lit. We lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing? Like, let's focus on these other records. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's where my mind is at, or whatever. Like, you know, it was a time when I could have got J. Cole that would have potentially got Drake to be on that remix. That's how much people wanted to be a part of this record.
That was a big record.
And, you know, niggas might think, like, oh, he's just making shit up. I don't lit. People really know me. I don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much niggas want to be a part of this record. You know, and it's just like, for me, like, the only person... Like, I reached out to 2 Chainz or whatever after the Jeezy and T.I. situation went down, because I was like, I want to, you know, even it out or whatever, and I wanted something on my terms. It's like, I have nothing against Jeezy, and I definitely don't have nothing against T.I., but I believe that art should be done on the artist's terms. It's not their song, it's mine.
Right.
I agree with that.
And I feel that the label had it set up, and it felt like I'm catering to them. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
and I'm
like that too, man.
like, dog, I'm coming out the streets. I'm not catering to no nigga. I don't care who it is, because I'm coming out of the streets. I'm not coming out of the industry. Like, I've been working in this industry for 5 years and 10 years, and now I'm finally popping. It's like, no, I'm coming straight out of the streets, selling hand-to-hand molly, weed, shoes, running a store, styling niggas or whatever, immigrant mindset, trying to take care of my family and own a shoe store. I am not out here kissing no nigga ass.
I feel you on that.
I didn't come from that. You know what I'm saying? So that was, it was a label move that, great business. You know what I'm saying? Great for the city, great for Atlanta. But, you know, in a perfect world, I would have wanted to do, have a real session with Jeezy, a real session with T.I.
Create new music.
Create something fresh, you know what I'm saying, for the next one, because this was just a mixtape. So I'm like, for the album, I would have wanted to do something fresh with them. You know what I'm saying? But me and T.I. started off rough, and then that video was bullshit because them niggas spent up my budget on bullshit.
I've seen you say something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just like, the energy was not the way that it was supposed to be for people who was like, bro, come on, bro, Thug Motivation 101, trap music. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, once again, don't reach your idols.
But on the flip side, though, like, after they did the remix, I guess without your approval, whatever, did you grow to get a bigger appreciation of respect for, like, that song just being the anthem for our culture? And everybody just like, yo, this
anything
is it.
for
You know what I'm
Atlanta.
saying? And you didn't even have to rap on it. That's amazing in itself that you didn't have to get on your own remix.
Anything for Atlanta, bro. Anything for Atlanta.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, not that I didn't want them on the remix, it just wasn't on my terms.
Right.
And I'm like, niggas don't manage me. I manage niggas. Whether it was in the streets or at that store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, after I started running that store, the owner of the store, he didn't even show up no more. He was like, oh, he got it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't need to be micromanaged.
Yeah.
I manage people. I've been doing that my whole life, and every job I've had, I've managed people. Nobody's managed me. Or whatever type of situation. And then in the streets, I ain't never answered to a nigga.
Right.
Or whatever, niggas answer to me or do things for me. Or whatever. So it was different for me having to listen to people who I don't feel you fully understand what's going on.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? No offense to the artist or whatever. It's like, bro, come on, bro. Everybody want to do a song with Jeezy, T.I. If you from the city, Two Chainz. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't looking at it like that. You looking at it like, this is my art.
You gotta understand, this is my art, dog. I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I'm not a rapper. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? That's using rap as the medium for this particular piece.
Gotcha. Now you're not with TIG no more, right?
No, sir.
What made you leave?
It was just time, bro. You know what I'm saying? The misunderstandings. It's only so long you could be with somebody who don't get you the way that you want to be get.
Yeah.
Or got. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's only so long. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, we were all learning. Me, Fly, Jason, my partner.
You the first one over there, one?
Yeah, you know what I'm
You
saying? Saha was the first person that he was really did something.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? As far as like to take it out of the park and like, oh, it's a thing and TIG a thing. And then, you know, Kekon Kwan, you know, Forte Bowie, Jacquees, you know what I'm saying? Lucci, you know what I'm saying? And so on and so on and so on or whatever. You know, I kicked it off. And, you know, once again, you know, shout out to everybody that worked at the team Day and, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, those people, you know, it's nothing but love always because those people, they cared about me, but you can't get what you don't understand. And I can't explain what I don't fully understand. So it's both of our faults, you know?
Well, let's get into some of the stuff you got going on now, man. I just want to know, how the hell did you get the sneaker show on Complex? Like, how did that even come about? How did it even start?
I mean, once again, man, you know, just confidence in business. I had confidence in my image and style starting off as a youngin'. But now, this second half of the year, second half of my career, you know, I've just been, because I've had to do the business so much myself, just confidence in business. So opportunity arise, I take it. I go for it. I know what to say. I know how to say it. I know what to do. I don't put myself in the situations that's not in my superpower belt. Like, I only do things that's in my superpower for the most part. And I test things that I want to become a superpower, but I don't per se showcase it till it's ready to be displayed. So sneakers, talking to people, superpower.
I know you were doing your own thing on YouTube.
Yeah, I did Camp
for a while.
James.
Yeah, Camp
You know
James.
what I'm saying?
Like,
I did 26 episodes of that. I
got
pitched
up
it
to
to people.
15. I got to 15.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And then
I did
that's
that.
how-
I did. Well, no. I went years without that happening or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I did that. Then I moved to LA.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I pitched it to people. They turned it down. They turned it down. They turned it down. I was like, okay, I'm leaving this alone. I'm jumping to another hustle. How whatever, because it cost me to shoot this. It cost me even more to shoot it in LA. How whatever. So I was like, man, I ain't got time for this. How whatever. I'm not making no money off of it. I've never been about keep doing something that make me no money from the streets, bro.
Right.
Oh, they got to make me something.
Yeah.
How whatever. Like, I got to get me some money out these streets.
Gotcha.
How whatever. That's how my mindset worked. That's how Atlanta made me. To be honest with you,
That's what Atlanta
being an
is.
immigrant, that's what Atlanta do to you.
Yep.
Or whatever, niggas not finna keep doing something he ain't making no money off of. A girl ain't finna keep doing something she ain't making no money off of. These streets got to pay you. If you keep asking me for a service, they got to pay you. This podcast, if you keep talking to people, they got to pay you for you to keep doing it. Come on, straight like that. You know what I'm saying? So, my accountant, I saw the show pop up from time to time. And then my boy Conceited, who does Wildin' Out.
Yeah.
Before I knew who Conceited was, I was like, who is this nigga?
He had the shoes, man.
He had the shoes. I was like, this nigga be having the shoes. I was like, bro, who is this nigga, bro? I keep seeing him on Nice Kicks or do like
Nice
celebrity
Kicks.
sneaker stalkers. I'm like, bro, who is this nigga, bro? You know what I'm saying? And so then I saw him on that show. And so then I was like, this nigga again. And then I was like, what the hell show is this? It reminded me of Camp James, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever. And so then I went to the DMs or whatever to one of the co-hosts or something like that. I was like, hey, man, I need to be on this show. Or whatever. I pressed them niggas. Or whatever. Like, I need to be on the show, man. What the hell, bro? And they was like, oh, yeah, you want to? Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I got my own flight, went on there, did it, had a great show. You know, great episode, boom, left. Me doing that show made my accountant, who I made a sneakerhead, because anybody that hang around me long enough, I'm going to make you into sneakers. You just can't help it because I'm always wearing a new pair of shoes. This, sneakers. It's my thing.
It rubs off on you.
It rubs off hard.
rubs off,
Anybody that's ever been close to me longer than a month, next thing you know, your sneaker game looking different. So, you know, he's been with me my whole career. So, you know, he's a big sneaker person, boom, boom, boom. And so he hits me out of the blue. He was like, hey, one of those co-hosts from that show you did, he left. You should try and do that show. How whatever. And I was like, nigga, I don't want a job. Like, what? I got money. What, this doesn't make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, don't think about the money. He was like, think about your disconnect with blogs, how whatever. And I was like, oh, you're right, because I've always had a disconnect with these blogs, how whatever. Because once again, you don't know me, you don't understand me, so you just assume. The people that really get me are the people that spend time with me, the people that be around me, how whatever. Because if you leave it up to the internet, they're gonna twist it, bend it, boom, 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 and I'm not finna fight it.
Yeah.
I've just never been that type of nigga. I'm gonna fight you in person. I'm not gonna fight you on the internet, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that. So, once again, I hit them up like, hey, man, I need to do the show. And they was like, huh, for real? Again, or whatever, like, what? And so Boone was like, if you come to New York and talk about it, then, you know, let's talk about it. So I got a plane ticket, or whatever, met my boy Sergio out there. We went to the complex office, and they was like, hey, man, if you want to do this, we want you to do it, or whatever. It wasn't no big, long conversation or whatever type of situation, because they know my pedigree. They know my background. Or the sneakers is talking. And everybody know Cam James if you know sneakers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I
it just made sense, bro. And boom, we on season 13 now.
Has there been anybody on the show that you was in awe of that came on the show? Because y'all done had Dion, Fab, Jadakiss.
And Let me think. Travis McCoy from Gym Class Heroes, because I was just a big fan.
Okay.
I've been a big fan of him. Who else? Deion Sanders. Allen Iverson. For sure. Let me not act crazy. Yeah. For sure.
I like the fact that Dion was on there with y'all, man, and he really like let y'all. I can't explain it, but I know he talked about his shoe being like shaped like a Lambo and all of that and everything. He really like let y'all run the show. Y'all do run the show, but he was more so sitting back in awe of how y'all was talking about sneakers. And I think he said it at the end. He was like, man, I like how y'all, this shit just come to y'all. It just roll off y'all tongues or something he was saying.
Nah, Dion was amazing. I loved, he gave me a compliment that really stuck with me or whatever, you know what I'm saying, of just like, it kind of showed me that I was moving in the right direction when it comes to the interview.
He said you well versed in talking.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, coming from somebody who I rock with from style.
Yeah.
I'm talking about prime time here. You know what I'm saying? I use that motto when I write music for people. You know what I'm saying? You dress good, you write good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That type of situation.
They say you look good, they pay good.
Yeah, exactly. You know
Let me ask you a question. Do you think you met anybody who can compete with you in the shoe game?
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, Lil Yachty's amazing, bro. Lil Yachty. I mean, you got to think about all these people after me got checks way bigger than me.
Right.
You know what I'm
had
saying?
it before, bro.
I got my old collection, and then I bought everything I wanted, and then I chilled. From the standpoint of like, because the game got blah. The game got blah. Like, unless you really going to get PEs, I never cared about PEs like that.
Yeah, you was getting the different shit.
Yeah, I was going for, like, I got the PEs that I wanted, say Oregon 4s, white Oregon 4s. Blah, blah,
but to
blah.
me, I think niggas be hype bitching like that, though. Like, they don't be liking that shit.
I don't want
like
Marquette 4s. I don't want Florida 4s.
Yeah,
so you can give it to me. And then, bro, the more and more my career progressed, is the more and more I realized that I need to be spending more money on the craft than spending more money on these clothes and things.
Right.
Or whatever. So it just stopped adding up to spend $7,000 on a pair of sneakers.
That makes sense when you the brand.
Because you got to think, I come from camping out 5 days to get retail.
Yeah.
So $7,000 for some sneakers, I'm not finna keep doing that, dog.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm not finna keep doing that.
You got a grill you want right now?
I still want the Legend of the Summer 2s. I still want Vashti 2s.
Okay, I understand why you want the Legend of the Summer 2s, but I know you say 2s is your favorite.
Right.
What is there a particular reason why? You just like the way they shaped or what?
They were made the same year I was born, 1987.
Okay, I gotta respect that. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And once again, if everybody hating on something, I love it. So people look down on it or whatever. Never since
like in the sneaker community, they don't really go for 2s.
Yeah, they have it down. Niggas is this the year to 2 this year, and now niggas is 2 crazy.
Now, the unions like now, everybody.
Yeah, you got
the
the Union 2s. You got Nina Chanel. You got a Chateau Rouge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got I'm a Meunier. You know what I'm saying?
You like them though?
Which ones?
I'm a Meunier. You like them?
Oh yeah, so I'm a 2 bias, bro. You can't make a bad 2 for me.
Okay.
Because once again, I've got an outfit to go with everything.
You like them better than the 3s or the 1s?
I like it better than the 1s.
Definitely better than the 1s.
Like it better than the 1s. The 3s that's a goated shoe. I'm a Meunier 3s. I'm a Meunier 3s, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, James Whitner, he know that. I mean, he helped me with my shoes.
Yeah.
He, you know what I'm saying? When I was stressed out about dealing with corporate on my Saucony deal, how whatever, I reached out to him, a big homie, him, Joe Freshgoods, how whatever.
Joe Freshgoods, his shoes be hard too, man.
The type of network that I have now when it comes to like having some big homies, however that I could talk to about my problems. I wish I had that in music when I started off. I didn't have that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why my bad decisions was just because, well, I had nobody to talk to about it. I just had to jump in the fire and whatever, you know what I'm saying? But now when I do things, it's like when I feel really, really like stressed out or feel like I'm about to go off on somebody, I could call my big homies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And be like, hey man, am I tripping?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because I always gonna start with me first.
Right.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, am I tripping? This is the situation. I'm not sugarcoating it. This is exactly what it is. This is the money on the table. This is that. How whatever. Am I tripping? And if they tell me I'm tripping, how whatever, then all right, cool.
Gotcha. Now, how much of the I just want to know, what are the Legend of the Summer's going for right now?
Legend of the Summer 2s are going anywhere from on the low end like 6,500, on the high end 12,000.
Shit.
What's your most expensive shoe you got right now?
As far as like, I paid my own money for it, right?
Just in general.
Oh yeah. As far as like the most I spent on the shoe is 6,000. You know what I'm saying?
What's the most you like far as like if
like
you wanted
worth?
to sell a shoe worth?
Oh, I don't
worthwhile?
know. I mean, you know, Air Max is worth money just because.
You got the
Air
mags?
Yeah, I got. But not, but you see, it's 2 mags. I got the first mags, not the self-lacing.
Okay, but which one's the self-lacing going for more right now?
Yeah, self-lacing was 50 bands. Self-lacing is 50 bands.
And the ones you got like 15 to 30.
Yeah, 15 to 30. Yep. For mine.
Worn yet?
Yeah, I wore them like 4 times.
I would have put them
Yeah, I wore them on
In
the
a case.
Put
lights around it, flash them and everything.
Once again, I come from that culture of wearing kicks.
No, I
You know what I'm
believe
saying?
that.
Like,
I
I'm
believe
that guy,
Gotta
man.
show 'em once,
You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, the more and more, once again, that I be in this game, we dying left and right in this entertainment game, in this music game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Gotcha.
I could walk in here right now and a nigga won't, you know what I'm saying, this chain, and I don't want to give it to him, and well, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to not be in war my mags.
And you send up that praise in the shoe.
You know what I'm saying?
I got
Like, that shoe don't care nothing about me.
you. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? They got a soul, but not a soul. You know what I'm saying?
right. Not to change the subject, but if I'm chilling with Trinidad James right now, who Trinidad James listening to or feeling or may want to like collab with? I know there was like a 3-question type, but you know.
I mean, if you're chilling with me, you're gonna be like, I understand this thing a lot more. I understand why you got on so many colors right now.
Right.
How whatever, because I just be going from this to that.
Yeah.
Like we was just listening to Color of Love, this rock band, black rock band, and then after that I was.
Oh, your crate's deep.
Yeah. Yeah, I see
You
it.
know what I'm saying? We go from that, and then we'll jump over. I'll jump over into Miles Davis, and then I jump over
wow.
to Lil Uzi and Yeet and
Okay.
Bear One Boss.
Oh, you fuck with Yeet?
Come on, bro.
I told him on the last
Come
time,
on,
man.
bro.
They got hard out there, bro.
Yeah. Bear One Boss, he from Atlanta.
Okay.
Whatever, he's super dope. He in that Yeet world.
Yeah,
per se.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The youth. I'll stay tapped in with the youth. You know what I'm saying? My boy Jose, he put me on Yeet. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I keep people around me who is like, some things I'll be like, man, I don't know about this, dog. And that's me saying that. The nigga who started with the slowest BPM song ever.
Yeah.
But I always have to remind myself every day, like, hey, bro, you the nigga driving. Well, Jose actually reminded me recently, how whatever, like, man, nigga, I made the bus that these niggas ride on now. He was like, nigga, you driving the bus. So you got to be open. You got to open the door.
You do got to be.
You know what I'm saying? So I
music,
always remember to keep an open mind.
Yeah.
How whatever, you know what I'm saying, to the youngins. Because they doing it their way. And that's what I did with All Go Everything. I did it my way.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. So basically, you listen to anything that come across your way. Basically.
For the most part, especially like, because I'm always listening for it, doing my homework. You know what I'm saying? Hence the name of my brand. Or whatever, like anything, whether it's the way they did this cadence. Because I write a lot of music for women. So I just need to always stay sharp. I'm always keeping my mind and my pen sharp. I'm not wearing my pen today, but I have a pen that I made, this 18 karat gold pen. How whatever, like to remind me is like, brother, once this pen sharp, this remind me of the craft. I made a conscious decision in 2013 that I wasn't going to make another All Go Everything. I was going to focus on making sure that I could do this music forever because I don't even know how to chase that.
Right.
How whatever, and it's too fickle. The higher and higher I get, it's the faker and faker it was getting for me, and I have no landing pad. I don't have the right circle around me. The circle around me, they're doing the best that they can, but it's not the circle I need, and I don't even know what I need, so I can't even tell them what to do. Right. It's a loss. It's a blind leading the blind here. This is too crazy. You know what? Let me focus on the craft. Let me get in the studio. Let me lock in, and find this love for the studio so I could do the craft forever.
Gotcha. You performed at Birthday Bash. How did that feel coming back to Atlanta, performing in front of that crowd? I seen you rode the bike out there, bringing back that feeling. How did it feel?
Man, performing at Birthday Bash, man, thank you to 107.9 for the opportunity, man. I'm so hungry right now for so many reasons. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so hungry right now that every show, I'm trying to break the stage every time, dog, because I'm working on Don't Be S.A.F.E Part 2 right now. That album.
Really?
Okay. I'm working on that right now. We're just the 10-year anniversary. We're doing a 10-year anniversary concert.
I was going to get to it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm working on being a new curator for Atlanta and Atlanta culture. Okay. Because I represent a culture that is not the traditional culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I understand what we love, sections, bottles, and ice. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also about dancing, kickball, and different. You know what I'm saying? Just being different and making sure that there's safe spaces like an MJQ for those kids and those people that come into our city and just not into going to one of Alex's parties and having to spend $17,000 to have a good time.
They're a different crowd.
It's just a different crowd. Yeah. No offense to that, because when I want to do that, I'm gonna go do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. But that I'm tapped back in with the city so hard, man. But Birthday Bash, bro, rolling out there on that bike, performing, boy. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, man, it did something for my spirit. It did something for my confidence. It did something for my soul that you only get that on stage.
Yeah, ain't nothing like that roar, that crowd, is it?
Boy, what? Just looking at certain people's eyes who they singing it hard. Like, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like we ain't popped the Molly in 5 years. But we popped it that right then on the stage, right then and there. Yeah. You know, it's just that feeling, man. You know, and even with the new album, man, we was just in the studio last night. That's why I'm a little I walked in a little quiet or whatever, because I'm just harvesting my energy, because we was in there till about 6 a.m. working on Don't Be S.A.F.E 2. Again, with some dope artists, dope producers, and, you know, to get different artists coming through, you know, just really making something that when you hear it, it's something like, damn, that's Atlanta? Man, they just stay. We just keep coming different, but it's our culture. Yeah. You know, what I represent is that different. You know, and if you go back, anybody that go revisit Don't Be S.A.F.E 1, if you listen to that, no song sounds alike.
You know.
And All Go Everything is on that project. You know what I'm saying? At number 6, sitting right there. Yeah. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe in making musical buffets. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on a new buffet. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be amazing. You know what I'm saying? November. You know what I'm saying? For the people, we got the anniversary concert once again. Okay.
But when is the anniversary concert?
October 15th.
October 15th.
Okay. October 15th, man. In the underground. In the underground, right below Ginza.
We there. Okay. We there.
Come on, man.
We there.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
We'll ask a couple more questions, man. Get y'all there. One thing I want to know, man. It was a vlog video. I used to watch this shit like 10 times, bro. You back in the day, I don't know where y'all was at. You and Migos was performing. It was on. I think it was on their blog, and y'all. I don't know where y'all was at, bro, but I ain't never seen the crowd like that at that time. Do you remember that time when you was like?
If I'm not mistaken, that was Broken Bougie. They were young. It was was it just Quavo and Takeoff?
Yes.
Okay, so that was my first show. Ever.
I had
of course the Crazy Hair, Boom Boom Boom, and they were in the crowd.
Yeah.
And then they Then after, I've been hearing the songs.
So they came on with you.
Hold on. Well, maybe we're talking about 2 different shows then.
No, they was on stage with you, but like, it was fucking crazy. I was like, where the hell are they at right here?
Ain't no telling, but it could have been that Masquerade too. It could have been that Masquerade too. It could have been brought when A$AP crew brought us out, brought me out and brought them out.
It might have was.
It could have been that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just bringing different people out. We all out there at the same time. It's like, let me bring out my South homeboys. So, bring them out. Bring us, bring me out type thing, you know what I'm saying? But, like, nah, bro, the Migos, like I said, I got to see them from the beginning. And just, you know, the light that I had at the time, I was about passing it on to people who I was like, bro, they cold, because I knew the people who had been, they've been rapping to be a rapper.
So you let them perform.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, come on, like, rock out, baby. You know what I'm saying? Go crazy. I remember when Brought Thug out at one of my private shows or whatever, you know what I'm saying, for my crowd. Him, Pee Wee Longway.
Oh, yeah, long way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've never been a person to hide the light. You know what I'm saying? It's just not who I am or whatever.
And one other thing, 10-piece mile. To me, in my opinion, that was better musically than Don't Be Safe.
And it was supposed to be. Shit.
Do you feel like they slept on that, bro?
Yeah, but see, what to call it? And once again, hard times, bro. Or whatever, from the standpoint of just not having the right team around me to do it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't drop no videos.
I was just going to say that. You didn't even drop a video for that?
Right, and I shot 4.
And that cover too, bro. I don't know what you did something with your hand or something, but that cover with the white tee, bro, with the bandana, I was like, this shit here art. Like
a very famous black photographer named Atiba Jefferson shot that cover. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that dude's amazing, bro. He shot Kobe, he shot Supreme, like he is the man, bro.
Bro, that cover.
You know what I'm saying? He's the man, bro. Like, see, he shot that cover. But yeah, bro, like, bro, that Don't Be Safe and 10-piece mile set the tone for anything that people from this city has done, bro. Whether you realize it or not. No, just music in general. Nobody was putting them type of collabs together or whatever. Like, bro, it's a song called East Side with Gucci Man, Alley Boy, Scooter, and Childish Gambino.
All at once.
Damn.
And that was me that reached out to each one of them one by one. Like, hey, man, I got a song with Gucci. I'd like to get you on it. Hey, man, I got a song with Gucci and Alley Boy. I'd like to get you on it. Hey, man, I got a song with Gucci, Alley Boy, and Scooter. I'd like to get you on it.
Hold on, bro. You made me feel like a fan right now, bro. Hold on. You also did Goo Wop nigga with Gucci Man.
Yes.
Bro.
Great time.
That verse on that, like, did you want to kill that because you were doing that song with him? Because it seemed like, bro, you gave every bit of energy you had on that, bro.
Very.
Bro, and then in the video, it was like, y'all was vibing back and forth and Gucci was sitting beside you like that. I'm like, bro, we're with grits.
So it's like this. It's Jay-Z, Andre 3000, Gucci Man, right?
Damn.
Beyonce, Gucci Man.
Well, no. So I'm giving from the beginning, like how it started out for me 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's how it was in my head. It's Jay-Z, it's Andre 3000, it's Gucci Man. Then everybody else can fill in wherever you want to fill in.
I ain't gonna be able to tell him shit just because you said that now.
That's Atlanta though. Anybody in Atlanta
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
y'all fill in.
But you know I'm with Jesus. You know with Jesus.
Y'all fill in where y'all want to fill in. Figure it out how you want to figure it out.
Gotcha.
That's how my mind works.
Right.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, business, Andre fashion, streets Gucci.
Yeah.
That's my pyramid. Right
Damn.
there. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. And so,
you went crazy on that.
you
bro.
know, when Gucci wanted to sign me, and people, I was already going through a lot. Like, oh God, I was like, oh shit, I'm way more famous than I'm thinking I'm going to be starting off.
Yeah.
Because I got into it to be bootstrapped and started from the ground up and be out here, you know, building it, or whatever. But God had the timing had a different result for me.
Wow.
Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was such a hard thing to know that Gucci want to sign me, but I'm already loyal, kind of TIG or whatever. And niggas like, bro, Gucci kind of crazy now. But I was like, I like this crazy. I love Gucci, bro. What do you mean? Once again, in my mind, I'm walking into this shit. Jay-Z, Andre, Gucci Man.
Wow.
Anybody else? You figure it out. I don't care.
Yeah.
Put yourself where you want to put yourself. Fourth, fifth, sixth, I don't care. And we finally got in the studio together.
Yeah. Also, y'all recorded that together.
Right, yes. Bro. Yeah, because we had Patchwork and shit, I wanted to do the East Side song or whatever. So they put it together. He's like, come meet me at Patchwork or whatever. So boom, I go or whatever. And I was like, man, I got a song. I got a song I want to play for you. Yeah. And man, I was just so happy, bro, that he liked me.
Yeah.
I was so happy, bro. I was so happy, bro, because when you on his good side, it's such a great side. It's such a great side. He feel like a father. He feel like a brother. He feel like somebody that you can go play Michael Jordan and you can go play 2-on-2 versus Michael Jordan, LeBron, or somebody you can go shoot it out with right now. he riding for you, dog.
Yeah.
And that's just his energy.
Yeah.
And so boom, he did the verse from the East Side, whatever. We did something else, and then he had to go. He's like, I got to go. Boom, boom, boom. And I kept working, and then I worked for so long that he came back. He's like, boy, you still here? How whatever. He's like, Gucci want to see you. He heard I was still there. He's like, Gucci want to see you. So I go over here in another room. I go over there, and he was like, I got this right here. I'm finna put this out. How whatever. I want you on it. I would have said, all right, bet.
Yeah.
I would say yes to anything. That nigga could have said, man, shoot the engineer in the head. All right, you know what I'm saying? All right. Come on, bro. I love Gucci, bro. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm not sorry, actually. You know, and it's so crazy. Gucci, I'm writing my verse. He see me writing. He said, man, don't write it, man. He said, just go in the booth, man.
That's it.
So Gucci shit. Right outside the booth just hyping me on everything. Come on, keep going. I love it. Or whatever. If I'm not mistaken, Gucci's recording me or some shit, bro. Like, it's the most amazing thing. I wish somebody had to record it. So he's right outside the booth, right there by the thing, pressing the button. Like, go ahead, turn this line right here. Don't write it. Don't think. Go. Yeah. Whatever you say gonna be right. He said that so many times that I just started to believe it. And he put a confidence in me that you heard when you heard it to make you feel like, damn, nigga, you was on one. I was.
So you didn't write none of that shit?
No.
He made you do your first freestyle.
He made me do my first freestyle verse.
Wow.
Yep.
So when he did his verse, he was freestyling too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mark, man.
But he also was so amazing. Exactly, right? I kept hearing that in my head the whole time. I didn't want to be lame. You know what I'm saying? Because he loved me. He loved the way I dress. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fresh as hell or whatever. So I ain't trying to be a fan at all, but I'm a fan or whatever. So in my mind, I just kept hearing the whole time. My boy Trebo, he'd say that all the time out of the blue. We just be walking and say, wow. In my mind, every 17 seconds or whatever, 10, 17. That just kept popping off in my head. Bro, what? Or whatever. It was amazing, bro. It was amazing. Amazing. I love Gucci, and he's always embraced me, man. And especially in those beginning days, bro, before he got went through his situation, whatever. That was another person, bro. I was just like, bro, y'all nigga can't tell me nothing, man.
Yeah. So he met your expectation when you met him.
Oh God, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I hate to bring it back up, but once again, I met WAP before I met T.I.
Oh damn.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, bro. Yeah. Come on, bro, don't do that to me, bro. I love you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And WAP love me. It's like, bro, what's up? But once again, as I grew older, and I matured as a man, I was like, and an artist. I was like, you got to go through this. Somebody got to come and punch you in the chest. Yeah. Like, nigga, I ain't your friend. Yeah. What's up, nigga? What's up? Boom, boom, boom. I was like, that okay.
Makes sense, though.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that because I needed both sides of the spectrum. Because I expected that from Gucci, and he was nice. Yeah. And then I didn't expect that from T.I., and he was mean. Opposite, I was like, what the hell? But once again, I'm serious. That's who T.I. is. He's a serious nigga. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's all good.
Any business ventures you got going on right now other than the sneaker show? I mean, the YouTube channel and all that?
Oh, yeah, man. So, I mean, what's it called? If you're paying attention, and you're listening to Bad Speakers Podcast, man. Once again, it's your boy Trinidad James, man. And, just tap in, man. I got so many things going on from Homework, which is spelled HOMMEWRK, which is my clothing brand that I do with my girl, Asha Paul. That's what we did our collab with Saucony for our shoes that we on. We just released our third shoe. We're getting ready to do our fourth one, which is Friends and Family. We're doing that in Trinidad for the pop-up for that. We got our new Cut and Sew collection coming out from Homework. Please stay tapped in. We sell the brand here in Atlanta, Georgia, at Soul Play. They have two boutiques. They just opened a new boutique in downtown Decatur. Shout out to my boy Bart, Neil. Neil owns What's Happening. That's what's next to Walters. So it's like family there. Dadsocks.shop. Please go. I got some dad socks for these guys. I like these niggas now.
I need a pair of those. You know what I'm saying? I need a pair of those. I am a dad.
And once again, dad is for the women that, check out Bad Speakers Podcast. Don't feel that because it says dad on the brand that is not for you. DAD is the acronym for destroying all doubters. So if you got somebody else that's doubting you, you put these socks on because I'm selling confidence.
That's what's up, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's for dads. It's for everyone. Mothers, single mothers, everybody, kids. Boom, boom, boom. Tap in, man. Once again, our anniversary concert, Atlanta, Georgia. Everybody, if you're a fan of Don't Be Safe, if you're a fan of All Gold Everything, nigga. October 15th is your day.
Yes.
It is our day. And we're going to show out, man. We got the vendors. I got people tapping in. We're going to have a lot of collaboration merch there for you. Really nice lineup of artists that I'm curating because I'm really good at curating. And then I'm just going to rip that stage apart for you just in general. Please tap in. Don't Be Safe 2, the album. For the people that have been on this journey with me for a decade, this album is worth it. The man that is talking to you, the artist that is talking to you, I'm speaking to you from a different space. Because only God knows the timing, but the talent and the product is me. So I feel really great about that. And, tap in, man. Follow me on the social handles. Trinidad James GG. That's on Instagram. That's on TikTok. That's on Twitter also. For sure. I hope I'm not missing anything because my PR, my project manager going to be on my head top. But, yes. For the bike community and the skaters, tap in, man. Tap in. I just got my new bike. Y'all saw me. We went viral.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just in general. So if I really want to do some ride outs with the kids, and let's just ride through the city, man. Positive energy. I want to do the best that I can to keep kids in Atlanta out of trouble, or whatever, and give them, let's just have conversation. I want to learn from you, and if there's anything that I could teach, I want to teach, and let's ride out, have a good time, man. Skaters, bikers, let's do the damn thing.
Yes. Anything else, G?
Man, thank you for coming through. I ain't gonna lie, for like the last 5 goddamn minutes, I've been staring at this damn shoe. Man, the motherfucker's clean.
Thank you, man.
We appreciate you, man, straight up for coming through, man, showing love, man. Bad Speaker Podcast, your boy Shad.
It's your boy G Downs.
And we out of here, man.
Yes, sir.